How is everyone? Where's Ashley? Is Ashley here to tell me that my sound and everything else is fine? I don't think he is. Come on, if you guys tell me, is the sound fine? Is it working? Oh, here he is. Thanks, Ash. So how are we all? We've got quite a few of us on today. Hey, Jola. Sienna's party was good. We had so much fun. I mean, we probably stayed in the garden longer than we should have, but it was really, really nice. The weather was so lovely, so it was really good. Let's go up. Right, so Pamela, hello. Marilyn, hey Poppet. Christine is here. Christine with her Kirby and her grandson Jake. Hi Jake. T Sims, hello honey. Dean, hi Dean. I miss you so much on Instagram. Like, I can't even. Hi Felody. Hey Jola. Charlene, I'm happy to see you too. Who else we got? Curtis, hey. Ash Phillips, Aurora, Gretchen. Who else have we got? And Marcel. Lovely. Okay, so I am just going to, like Duncan Goodhue, dive straight into the live chat today. Because it's Mental Health Awareness Week, I wanted to discuss loads of different things, from cleaning and hair and makeup and whatever. The reason that I've got my 2 rollers in at the moment is this is what I wanted to discuss with you. I was speaking to my sister last night and she was like, oh my God, my hair is stressing me out. And I wanted to know, like, how anxious does it make you guys, if at all, with the hair situation at the moment? Like, I know Robbie's been like, oh, I'm just gonna have to buy some clippers and like shave it all, and I'm like, no you won't. So yeah, I wanted to discuss that, and I also wanted to, the reason I kept these in is these are my Pro Blow curlers. I am their biggest fan, and I just wanted to show you they are so useful at, if you can't get to the salon but you want your hair to look half decent. I've just got out the shower because I literally was like cooking myself in the sun today, and then I was like, hand me a fork honey because we are cooked. Like, literally was like, oh, I can't breathe. But yeah, my hair was awful. It had loads of sun cream and stuff in it, so I just have got out the shower now. And yeah, the Pro Blow is really good for just, you know what I'm trying to say. If you can't get to a salon but it makes you feel anxious, if your hair doesn't look quite right, etc., etc., Pro Blow is a really good tool to have without like hacking your hair off and cutting it. It's really useful in terms of just making your hair look bouncy, I guess, and you know. So yeah, that is something to consider if you are freaking out about your hair. But yeah, I want to know whether you are or not, whether it's like a guy thing, whether it's a girl thing, like what's the situation. And I do also want to know about we'll move on to that in a second though, but I do want to talk to you in a second about cleaning and anxiety, and whether cleaning reduces it, whether it makes it worse. Let me just read the chat. Oh God, I love you guys so much. Look, you're all like, yep, sounds great, it's perfect. Ash, such a beautiful day. Hit the like button, guys. Oh, thanks, Ash. Look at you, my little. I'm going to send you some pom-poms so you can do like a little cheer. Oh, Dean, I really do miss you. on the gram. Okay, Marcel, luckily I'm bald. I need no hairdresser for shaving my head. See, I mean, you're winning right now with this lockdown situ. All right, I've been cutting my own hair for years, so I'm good. See, I started actually cutting Sienna's hair when we went into lockdown because obviously we couldn't get it done. And actually, I'm not going to lie, it turns out, I was saying this to my sister, I'm a bit of a Vidal Sassoon, I feel. Like, I really do. I cut Sienna's hair, then both of my boys were like, I want my hair permed, so I permed their hair. And I do feel like I'm a bit of a Vidal Sassoon now, with like all of this snippy snip snip. But Sienna's hair literally was like a job where I literally got a comb and was like, but it looks fine. Jola, I do my own hair, but my boyfriend had a private barber come in the other day, cost us triple. Did it really? See, I think that's so cheeky. I mean, we're in like a crisis situation here and they're like, pay me triple and I'll do it. But yeah, if it looks decent, Robbie's literally just like, I'm going to have to grow it out and do a top knot again, because he used to have like a little top knot thing where he would tie it. He's going to have to do that again. Gretchen, my daughter is my hairstylist. I'm growing my hair out, so still haven't gotten cut. Oh, see? Christine, Grandad sanded the doors with the Kirby and my hallway's been decorated cornfall white by Farrow and Ball. It looks, oh, I love this, that there's been a bit of decorating going on. Dean, my hairdresser up the street, literally came through and did my hair and my mum and my grandmother's hair because we were all stressing. I literally had an afro. That's quite nice though, that like someone came out and was like, come on, it's fine. I've got you. I've got all three of you. I like that. Gretchen, I just did beach waves today. I love a beach wave, Gretchen. Did you do the like beach waves with the straightener, or did you do the sewing it through the Alice band and then sleeping in it? Marilyn, I'm ready to take to my hair with scissors myself. It's down to my bum. Marilyn, please do not do that, because like I have to clip in like pretend hair to have it down to my bum. I mean, I'm slowly but surely growing it out, but I've got hair envy that you've got hair down to your bum, like a real life Rapunzel. Marilyn, you're my hero. Please don't cut your hair though. Christine, we'll definitely have to get that, Hayley, even though I'm 74, I want my hair to look presentable. Right? I mean, I feel like at any age, you still want to be like, one body for home. Even though that's like a, you know, sanitary towel advert. It's true, you get the gist with that like swooshiness, you know? I hear you, Christine. Georgia, hi, Han. Aura, although my roots have got a bit long and I don't know if I'll be able to get hair bleach yet. Yeah, see, this is another thing we were talking about. My sister was like, the bleach she needs is from like an actual Sally's. But the you can get obviously like box bleach, but she was like, it's not the stuff that I would need for my hair. And then she contacted her hairdresser and her dresser was like, stop in the name of love, and told her to not bleach her hair, so she's just got to wait until everywhere reopens. Christine and Jake, that bloody Kirby. Mick Mac, I just roll my hair, I wrap it around buns and it dries, I put it down and I have waves that hide everything. See, I can't even with a wave. I love a wave so much. It's the way to go, isn't it? I feel like as soon as you've got like a wave or a little curl in your hair, you're like, I don't have any greys. What are you talking about? If I parted my hair in the centre though, I've got so many greys coming through. I don't even know if you guys can see that. Can you see? Can you see there? Like right there. Like, what is that? See it? I mean, there's nothing I can do about it though. Like, I could put a box dye on my hair, I guess. I just can't be bothered. So I just pro blow it instead, and I'm like, oh, this will do, it's fine. Okay, so Molly, May, hey hun, what are your kids' names? My eldest is called Callum, my middle son is called Diesel with a Z, not an S, and my youngest is Sassy Sienna. She is turning 11 tomorrow, so I must make sure you guys remind me to get off of here. If I'm nattering for too long, I must get off of here at 9 because I'm making her a I think it's more of an American thing, but they're called candy cakes, and it's basically like a cake, and it's not a cake at all. It's basically like candy that you tear up into like to look like a cake. So we've got like loads of different American candies, and okay, I'm not going to say anything else in case she's watching. It suddenly dawned on me, and sometimes she'll like sit upstairs and be like watching. There's just like really cool candies. It's what she wanted, and I make them most years for the boys and her, and this year is no exception. So I needed to get that done when I hop off here at 9 o'clock. So just remind me, guys, if I'm like, no, then be like, get off, it's your child's birthday tomorrow, you terrible human. Okay, where are we? Dean, and my hairdresser was so drunk by the time I got to her, I'm surprised I didn't lose an ear. Oh my God, are you joking? So she was on the light. Unbelievable. Working and drinking on the job. Gretchen, Neva just put in mousse and scrunched my hair. Oh, so you're more of like a scruncher. Scruncher. Hayley, I have a discussion topic and something I'd like to ask you. How do you feel about letting your kids go to school next month? I can answer that really easy, Jola. And the answer is this. They're not. And that's it. So they're not because I'm like, they're not. They're not because I... first of all, the schools that my children go to haven't said that they're reopening yet. And second of all, the information we've already received, it's pushing more towards that they won't be going back until September. So, and even if the schools are reopened for certain years, I've had quite a few discussions with my husband about this, Robbie the Ranger, and I think, because I don't watch the news obviously, I think from what I understand that they're not going to be fining parents if you choose to be like, I'm just not sending my child in. And if I'm honest with you, my main reason isn't so much of the fear of them getting unwell. It's more of the, especially with Sienna, I feel like she wouldn't understand, she's obviously 11 tomorrow, she understands the situation, but when it comes to like hugging and doing a whoop whoop with her friends, I don't think she would back off from them. So, and they, you know what girls are like young girls, they're very much like, oh, hugs and kisses, and yeah, and I just don't like that. I just don't want, I wouldn't want her to feel uncomfortable and anxious if she had a split moment where she ran up to one of her friends because she hasn't seen them in so long and hugged them, and then it was like, no, we're not supposed to be doing that, and then she's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Like, I wouldn't want her to feel that way. So even if they do go back, the likelihood of my children going is slim. But then we'll see. I guess it depends. Like, if there's an actual plan of action, then potentially. But I don't know. I can't see it happening, if I'm honest with you. And the information that we're currently getting at the moment for my kids' particular school is that they're not going back anytime soon. So that is the answer, Jola. I mean, it went on for a long while, but that is my answer ultimately. Aura, yeah, Sally's is where I usually get it. Isn't Sally's so good? Like, they do eyelashes, like hair extensions, everything in there. T Sims, I just bleached my hair at home. Not quite as beautiful as I'd hoped. Still trying to correct some not so good spots. Did you get those? Like, what about did you get the like, you know, when you sometimes, I put bleach on my hair before, and I don't know whether it's because my hair's so dark, but I'm not joking you. It was like that colour. I'm not kidding you. I was like, what has happened to my hair? Like, why is this glowing? It was really bad. Okay. Christine Ali, I can't wait till the hairdresser's open. Mine needs doing ASAP. Grandad keeps taking the mick. Oh, Grandad! It's cheeky, that is. I bet Grandad's hair needs doing as well, though, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Okay. Gretchen, my kids are 30, 22 and 20. Oh, so they're like a nice age now, where you can party on down with them and be like, oh, let's go. Well, not now, you can't. Not currently, but like when everything's open, you could be like, should we go to a bar? Should we go to a pub? Should we go on a country walk and then have, you know, a glass of Prosecco or whatever? Molly May, their names are so cute. Thank you, Poppet. I like their names. Some other people aren't so keen, but we're all different, aren't we? And we all like different things, is what I say. Martin L19. Hi, would be nice to see a video of you cooking. So I do need to get around to doing this. I am going to be doing cooking videos and baking particularly. I've still got to do my southern fry up thing, you know, the Dean southern style cookout that we're all going to like partake in. It's just getting around to it. Christine, well, wish her a happy birthday for me and give her a warming hug. I will do, darling. That's so sweet. Thank you. I will. Hey, Louise, how are you? Oh, it's my birthday on the 3rd of June. Gemini. Is Gemini's the twins one, isn't it? Is it? Twins? Gemini is twins. What are you going to ask for your birthday, Louise? I love finding out what people get for their birthdays because everyone's so different, aren't they? Some people are like, oh, I'd quite like a plant for the bathroom. And other people are like, just get me everything makeup, everything beauty products, everything this, that and the other. Fun times. Oh, Jola, yes, I work in a primary school with kids and I understand your point of view. There's no way little ones can follow social distancing strictly. They love their friends. This is what I'm saying, and it's not just their friends as well. Like, I know, so Sienna, she is quite a hugger. Like, she's like a mum. She likes a hug, you know? Because everything's better with a hug. Like, if you're feeling a bit down, you can be like, oh, let's just have a little huggy, and then you feel better. And she like will hug her teachers and stuff as well. And I just think, you know, that's what I think is like concerning, because it's like, you know, while they're saying that the kids have been relatively fine, I am a bit like, well, if the kids are then like grabbing a hold of their teachers or whatever, are they not passing it on that way, and then they're taking it home to their families, and I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Greek Gleam, hello honey. Oh, I so miss you guys on Insta. I really do. Like, I miss you so much. But I did say the other day, I might open it back up in like maybe a month, a couple of months, or maybe when like lockdown's all over, I might just reopen it again. But for now, and the thing is as well, babe, what I've noticed is I'm getting so much more stuff done. Now I haven't got Instagram, like, I'm like, oh, I can write about this, and I'm sitting in the garden, and I'm just like having fun with Rob and the kids, and it's just really nice. So, whereas I feel like Instagram, sometimes it can be a bit like consuming. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it can be really like, consuming is the word. Consumerism. Is that a word? Consumerism. It is. Is it the right word though? Am I using it in the right context? We'll never know. Aura. T Sims, it's so difficult to do it yourself. I always find spots that I've missed. I found that the cream lightener works way better than the powder. Hillary, hey hun, how are you? Marilyn, no, I really won't cut my own hair, Hayley. I'm going to call my favourite salon and see if they're open. I have to be symmetry due to my OCD. Nothing can be crooked in my OCD world. I hear you, Marilyn. I totally hear you. Yeah, so I just think let's step away from the scissors, put them down, step away from the scissors. If ever you're feeling like I might just do a little bit, then come on here and be like, Hayley, I'm thinking of cutting my hair, and I can be like, don't do it. I don't know why I say it in slow-mo, but it makes it more like intense. Dario. Have I said that right? Is it Dario or Darijo? Darijo. Darijo. Hi, hun. Okay, I am going to scroll down to the bottom now because I feel like Greek Gleam, please come back, Hayley. I do understand though it is consuming. Maybe just limit your time on there. I will, darling. I will come back at some point. I promise you. Just not right now. Okay? But please come and speak to me still, because I do miss you guys. Louise, clothing from Pink Victoria's Secrets for my birthday. Whoop, whoop. We spoke about this the other day, weren't we, Han, on Facebook, about different stores that we like. Hollister was up there with one of them. See, I remember when we all have conversations on Facebook, you guys probably sometimes are like, and then she goes off and she probably forgets all about it. And I actually don't. Like, each conversation I have with you all, I like sew it into a little piece of my heart. Okay. Gretchen, we need to do a Clean Up the World cleaning collab. Amen to that. Christine, Hillary, oh yes, I do love Sephora. Sephora's so yum, isn't it? Okay, so let's move on to the sweetest thing. Tried to bleach my hair, but nothing happened. I'm so blonde, no one could see any difference. How blonde? Like, are you like a white blonde, babe? Like, you know, like a really white? Or is it like, I don't really know the different shades of blonde. See, one of my sisters has got, my first sister, Lauren, has got like, her hair's almost like a goldeny blonde, and then my other sister, Jasmine, she's got like silver blonde hair, so hers is like blonde, silvery. I couldn't have explained it any worse. Hers is like blonde, silvery. You know what I mean? That's the colour, isn't it? That's like down with the kids' colour these days, like a silver blonde. Nizam. Hello, Hayley. Because of you, I'm obsessed with bleach. Listen, there's nothing wrong with using bleach in and around your home as long as you do it safely and you follow the instructions on the bottle. I am pro bleach and that is it. Like, I'm not going to change my mind on it. I'm not going to be like, no, because I do think it's useful now more than ever. So, but on that note, thanks Nizam for bringing up the bleach, because I wanted to move on to cleaning products. So I wanted to, obviously we were talking a bit about anxiety. I wanted to speak to you guys about how do you feel, like if you're feeling anxious ever and your house is messy, do you feel like once you've cleaned it, your anxiety is lessened, or do you feel even more anxious? Like, what's the deal there? Because I know, like, there's been quite a few times actually where I've felt like really anxious about, I don't know, like there might be a load of mess that needs to be cleaned up before the morning, and I'm then laying in bed and I can't fully switch off properly because I know that like there's bits around the house that haven't been done. And I always find that once I've done them, I feel a lot more like, do you know what I mean? So I want to talk about that a little bit and see what everyone else's thoughts are. Let's get into it. Dirty blonde, Laura. I really, really, really love some of the things you guys come out with. Like, just the best. So hang on. Right, Greek Gleam, I'm messaging Robin now. Okay. There you go. Done. So let's speak about it. Okay. Where are we? Right, let's start with... Oh, Tracy, every time I use bleach, I always end up splashing it on my clothes. No matter how careful I am, I've ruined more things, but still keep using it. So, Tracy, I don't know why I said your name like that, but I enjoy it a great deal. Tracy, what you want to do is, if ever you splash any on your black clothes, you want to get like a black Sharpie marker and just like, say you've got like a bleach splatter there, literally just colour it in on the outside, flip the trousers or the t-shirt inside out, colour it in on the other side, and it will remove the like orange, you know, that orangey like tinge that you get. That's what I do with so many of my black clothes, because I'd just be forever replacing clothes otherwise. And yeah, it works like an absolute charm, I'm telling you. However, if it's like another colour, then it's a lot harder to do. But I have on navy things as well, got away with it, but just by using a navy Sharpie instead. honestly, it is an absolute dream. Aura, it's always better once. It's always better once it's clean. If I'm the one who cleaned my own stuff and room, but I don't want other people cleaning my space, that makes me anxious. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, when Robbie, God love him, cleans the house, I don't enjoy it. Like, I love him for helping me, but I'm like, why are you doing it like that? This isn't how I clean. So then I just go over his hard work. So yeah, no, I agree with you. When I absolutely agree with that, Aura. When I do it, I feel a lot less anxious, but I don't. It's not the same if someone else does it. It's like, Cat, same here. The more anxious I am, the more I have to clean and tidy. See, I do think that as well. I think sometimes, you know, when you've got like so much mess around you, I think that can sometimes like impact on like your mind, in the sense that you end up feeling just really like cluttered in your brain. Does that make sense? Like, I find that anyway. Like, if I've got loads of stuff going on and loads of stuff around, I'm just like, oh, I can't focus on anything until like my workspace is clear and everything's like how it should be. And then I find that my mood changes once I've done that, and I'm like, whereas when it's not like that, I'm like, the sweetest thing, I clean until I see no clutter because it drives me crazy. Visual clutter and spots and crumbs and stuff cause great anxiety. Yep, I totally agree with you, Han. Nizam, and by the way, I am watching your show from Brunei. Totally love it. God love you, Nizam. Well, I hope you enjoy the show. Christine, I use 1 bottle of bleach a day, but to be honest, I think it's semi-normal. Okay, so the thing is, with bleach, I do think... I've just jumped the gun. Right, I'm going to answer Jake's thing in a minute, but first let me... Christine and the bleach. Okay, so the thing with bleach is, I always feel like it's so cost effective. Like, it doesn't cost a lot of money. My nan has like forever and ever used bleach. Like, it's all she ever used to use in the house. Like, my mum uses it like around her toilets and stuff. I just feel like it's been around for so long, and I do think that it has its uses in the home. Now, who was it that... Okay, so, for example, I do think if you're using, like, bottles and bottles of bleach, like, I used to use insane amounts, and that's a problem. But I think if you're using, like, now, for example, I get 2 bottles of bleach from the store when I go on a Monday, and that has to last me all week. And what I have learned through investigation and my time being on OC Cleaners as well is that you don't actually need that much bleach for it to be effective. Like, so the amount of bleach to water, if you use it correctly, it's effective. It's really effective. You don't need to use one after the other. So that's what I started doing, and my house is just as clean as it always has been. Like, it's not, I haven't seen like a massive change from me reducing the amount of bleach that I use. So I would say, I mean, it depends though. I suppose if you've got a lot of bathrooms and you're using it for like all your cleaning tasks, then I don't know, maybe a bottle is acceptable. But let me move on to Jake quickly. Hayley, I still don't like those duck discs. They don't foam up as much as they used to. So I brought the other day, Jake, you know the stick-on ones, like the rectangle things, they like come on a paper and you stick them in. Oh my God, like the whole week they have stressed me out to the point that I wanted to like go and find the duck person and be like, and throw like a loaf of bread at its head. They're the worst. They start sliding down the toilet pan once you've like glued them on, you've stuck them on. They start sliding down, and then once they've like had their day, they start going like a funny colour. Now granted, I'm not sure whether they're going a funny colour because I'm also like bleaching my toilet daily and maybe it's having a weird reaction. I don't know. But irrespective, I don't like them, they're not for me, and I'm not going to buy them again. I've got rid of them now from all the toilets, and I've got one left in the drawer out there that, I mean, if anyone on here wants it, you can have it, you're welcome to it. I just don't like them. And they're similar to the discs, but they're not discs, they're like in a paper thing that you stick on. I hate them so much, like, I'm not joking you. I may as well have just got like one of the kids to pull out the Play-Doh and be like, slap it on the side of the toilet, we'll sprinkle it with a bit of pine fragrance and it's fine, we'll have a lovely time. They are the most annoying things in the world, so I've got rid of them now. Okay, where are we? Jake, oh, I've just read that. I can't sleep until everything is clean. This is from Louise. Every day my home is hoovered, kitchen is clean, shower clean, toilet, dusting, etc. I get anxious if I leave it for even an hour. Yeah, I hear you, hun. It's hard, isn't it? Like when you, and I think as well, with lockdown going on, it's like, I'm not sure whether, I've definitely noticed that my house is a lot more messier than, of course it is, because there's more of us at home. Before, I was used to just like me being here and I'd do the school run, I'd come back, I'd blitz the whole house from top to bottom, and then it would just stay like that. I mean, I would do stuff still, but I wouldn't just like be like, right, I've cleaned now, and then sit like this and just not touch anything until I left. But it would stay clean. And now, like, I've got Robbie and the children at home, it's like, I can't tell you how many times I'm having to mop the kitchen floor a day, like, and bleach it, because it's just constant in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So yeah, I do think that since lockdown, my cleaning has been upped, and I definitely feel like I've been getting just a little bit more anxious than I normally would, when it comes to the mess and stuff that's going on. Marilyn, if my flat is not clean, I can't possibly relax until it's cleaned. I couldn't even sleep if I knew something needed cleaning. Once I've cleaned, I feel great. Dust drives me crazy. Yeah, I'm the same, Marilyn. What I can do is I can, in the morning, like when I was doing the like school runs and stuff, in the morning I could like before I wouldn't have been able to, but I'm now at a point where they can have their cereal and stuff and I can leave it messy to go and do the school run. But that's because that's my routine now. So it gets left out, I go and do the school run, I get home and I know that I've got like 5 or 6 hours where I can just like solidly focus on cleaning the whole house. So that doesn't make me feel anxious because I know that I'm going there to then come here to then tackle the mess, if that makes sense. Whereas like now, me just sitting here knowing, like for example, when I get off of here, I need to load the dishwasher from dinner, I've already put one load on from this morning and this afternoon, and I need to take all that out and reload it with all the dinner stuff. And I couldn't just leave that and be like, right, you've spoken to the YouTube family now off to bed, I would have to do the dishwasher first, and then I would feel like, yeah, dust is annoying as well. Although I do find that if you carry like a damp duster around with you, you can just do a little, like a little sweep, you know. Hayley, have you considered meeting up with us once COVID is over? Yes, so Jola, I am going to be doing, at 10k, I get to use the YouTube. Rob keeps telling me what it's called and I always forget. It's like a YouTube space thing in London. So I'm going to do a meet up there with everyone. Anyone that wants to come can come. Anyone that doesn't. And they also have one in the States as well that I'll be able to use. So at some point we'll figure that out as well. But yes, that's what we're going to be doing. 10k. And hopefully by then this will all be over and done with, and we can all just be like high-fiving, and I can hug you all and, you know, fuss you all like you're my little chickens. I can be like, come here. Greek gleam, yes, much better once I have cleaned. I'm exactly the same, Hayley. Like, I'm working from home and I look around and think I need to tidy and freshen up the house. I feel so much better when it's done. Yeah, me too, babe. I so agree with you on that. Like, it just feels proper, doesn't it? Once you've done it, you just feel like you can go. It almost feels like, I always say it to Robbie, when he'll sit in bed watching TV, and while he's watching TV, I love to just get all of my laundry out from like the tumble dryer, and I'm like, like doing my little folding and putting it in the different bits, and then I fold up all the little underwear drawers and the socks, and I Marie Kondo the life out of it. It's just my favourite thing to do. And then I get into bed and I'm like, and I'll look at him and I'm like, I feel like I can breathe now. And he's like, good. Like, I'd love to film us at some point for you guys, because the conversations we have, it literally is like that. Literally hop into bed and I'm like, I feel like I can breathe now, babe. And he's like, that's brilliant. Let me just carry on watching my film. Tracy, thanks for the tip, sweetie. Love you, Hayley. Love you right back, Tracy. Christine, I will hoover twice a day with her Kirby. Clean my toilet, put a load of washing on, unload the dishwasher, do my windows, dust, clean the fridge, then I could get on with my day. Yes, love a fridge clean. I did my fridge earlier today, and I've started actually doing it. Whenever we bring anything new in, I seem to just like rearrange the whole contents of the fridge. I am living for a fridge clean, Christine. I love it. I have a daily, weekly and monthly cleaning routine. Oh, you're so organised. Jola, that's exactly what I feel when my boyfriend cleans the house. It just doesn't happen often, but when it does, I just force myself not to be sarcastic. I mean, here we are, the sarcastic ones of us, because we don't want to be mean, but at the same time, it is like, God loves a trier, but you're trying my patience right now, because that's not how I do it. So please just put the hoover down, step aside. Oh, I love you really, Robbie. He's like, that's fine. Next time I try and help you, I'm not going to bother. Christine, don't like clutter on my surface. Me either. Don't like clutter. Don't like... I actually quite like things when there's like... You know that like minimalistic look? You know where it's like... I think I said it, I've just seen Omar come on. I said it to you, Omar, didn't I, babe? Like, clean lines is what I like to go for. Like, clean, crisp lines where it's like... I don't like all of that, you know, chintz. Where are we? Oh, Omar. Here we are. Hey, Hayley. How are you? I am good, honey. How are you? I hope you're keeping safe on Instagram. I can't come on there anymore and be like, please don't pick on my friends. You. Hillary, do your children like to clean? My 3-year-old niece loves to help and I want to encourage her, but she loves to spray cleaner everywhere. So, if I'm honest with you, Hillary, they're a bit hit and miss, my kids. So, sometimes, Sienna in particular, she does enjoy helping me clean up, but then other times, especially if they've got like their devices, they're not interested. I would say though, like you've said there, your 3-year-old, when they were littler, is that right? Little, when they were young, they used to love a duster and like a polisher to be like, shh. What I actually used to do was, I would fill up like a spray canister. I would fill up one of those for Sienna when she was small, and I would just fill it with water and she would just spray it, like thinking she was helping, and actually I was like, that's drying on the glass right there and I'm gonna need to wash that off at some point. But she loved doing it, so I just let her, and then I would follow around after her and be like that is super cute. I love that, Hillary, that your niece is like shiny. The sweetest thing. Am I the only one with kids that have a hard time teaching them to clean? When I always feel like I have to re-clean after them. I just think that the thing is, do you know what, babe? What kids have you got? Like, what's happened? That's it. What have you got, boys or girls, or what's the deal here? Because I do find I love my boys so much. Like, I love them. I love you guys. You know that. But they suck at cleaning up. Like, so bad. Like, literally, their idea of cleaning up would be, if I gave them a cloth, for example, and was like, you need to wipe that down, they wouldn't take anything off. They would just find the smallest section that was free and they'd go, Mum, done it. And I'm like, you joking? That definitely isn't cleaning. So I've got to be honest, both of my boys, I tend to clean up after them, and I have though started telling them, I told you guys this the other day, like since lockdown, I am now like, you've got to make your beds. Like, Jesus knows the struggle here. You have got to make your beds, because I have got this, that and the other that I'm trying to do, and then I'm like on top of it. If I've then got to sort their beds out, I'm just like, no, I can't. Like, you're gonna have to start doing your beds. So they do that, and they do it quite well. Their beds, they do like the whole tucking it in properly and stuff. But yeah, they tend to. My boys tend to be shocking at cleaning. Gretchen, what does Dettol smell like? I wonder if we have it here in the USA. I buy a lot of the floral smell cleaner. So Dettol smells like, you know, like, I want to say like, you know, like it's kind of got, it's not as strong as TCP. I personally don't like the smell of Dettol. Like, the actual brown one that you get, it reminds me of, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. You know dandelions? You know, if you like crush them, it reminds me of that sort of smell. I don't like it. It's not for me. I much prefer Sephora or just bleach. I really don't like the smell of Dettol. I don't so much mind The clear ones, I don't mind so much. But the brown one, it really smells like dead forest. That's the only way I can describe it. It smells like dead forest. Bowen. Hey, hun. How are you? Christine, I don't usually use 1 bottle a day, but since this virus I've been using more, but will definitely be using at least 2 bottles of bleach a week. Yeah, I agree with you. I think since this virus has cropped up, we probably are all using a bit more than we usually would. Nizam, occasionally when I do my cleaning, either I use bleach or quartz, never use both at the same time. What's quartz? What is that, Nizam? Hey!
Alright.
Hey! Robbie's just walked in. What's the time?
Liquid.
Okay.
Is it going alright?
Yeah.
Good. See you later.
See you later. Okay. Where are we? Yeah, tell me what quartz is. I don't know. I've not heard of that. Marcel, Hayley, where would you draw the line in between suffering from OCD and the thrive to have a perfectly clean and germ-free flat? So, here's the thing. OCD is a mental health issue. So OCD, when you, for example, if I explain to you when I was diagnosed with OCD, when I was diagnosed with OCD, to me, I was fine. There was no issue. Like, everyone else around me was filthy. Everyone else around me was dirty. Like, you know, my husband would be like, okay, this isn't rational the way you're behaving, like something's not right. And I was like, no, you are just filthy, you are filthy, and that's the problem. Like, was convinced it was everyone else's thing, you know, like I'm the one, I'm just really clean. And then we were going to an event at some point, and we were needing to go, and as usual I'd made us late because I was bleaching the downstairs toilet for like the 7th time of the day, and Robbie had come in and stopped me mid-flow of doing it. Like, I had my routine of how I would get my toilets clean, and I didn't like to deviate from that. And he came in and was like, we've got to go, like we were going to a christening or it was something like that. And I remember I got in the car, and then I just was, we got to like the end of our road, and I was freaking out, like was crying and everything. And he had to bring me back so I could finish cleaning the toilet, because I was like, it's not, like, you don't understand, it's not been finished, it's not done properly. And it was after that he then came with me to see a GP. And even then I was like, I'm fine. Like, there is no issue here. And they were then like, we're going to refer you. So I then got referred to, like, I ended up seeing 3 different specialists. And then all 3 of them concluded that and diagnosed me with OCD. And that was it. I then began treatment to get better, because it wasn't just a case of, I want that to be clean and that's it. It was, in my mind, I would obsess over everything. So it, not even necessarily cleaning. So OCD is such a broad spectrum. And for me, there were a few different things that I had to get help with working on. So the main thing was, I would feel like if I didn't do things a certain way in terms of cleaning, that my kids were going to get sick and they would die, and then that would be my fault because I'm not doing what I should be doing around the house to protect them. Another thing I then started doing was following ambulances, especially those ones that say like special unit ambulance. I followed one of them before because one of my children was on a school trip, and it's almost like I would catastrophize everything. So soon as I saw this ambulance, it was heading kind of back towards the school. I was on my way to get my eyebrows done, and I saw it, and it whizzed past me going the other way, and I went round the roundabout, followed it, and it was only once I'd followed it so far, it then ended up heading like out towards Croydon, which was nowhere near my kids' school. But I'd convinced myself, and even then I got to my destination and I still rang the school to ask if everything was okay, because it's that check-in, like check-in. And that has nothing to do with cleaning, you know, but it very much revolves around my kids. But I mean, now the reason I say to people it's manageable is I just live a relatively normal life now, you know, like I go for, like, me and Robbie have date night when we can. Like I will socialise from time to time, like it doesn't impact that much on my life anymore. But it used to massively, in terms of things that I would do and these whole processes I would carry out. I mean, I remember at one point painting my house, and I kept convincing myself it's not white enough. Like, and that's a problem, you know, because it's like, that's not, that's, I think, when you maybe need to think, but then it's hard. This is why I always say family and friends are so key when it comes to mental health, because it's quite difficult for you yourself when you're living in it to recognise it, because for years it was like, oh my God, why would you not use bleach? Like, why would you not tip a whole bottle of bleach over your toilet? Like, that is where poo goes. Why would you not do that? Like, that's disgusting. And anyone that said to me at the time, like, babe, that's excessive, I would be like, I mean, I'm concerned for your health because I feel like you're not doing this and that's an issue. When actually, it was me that had the issue, but I just convinced myself otherwise. It was like, oh, because it was just, to me, it made sense, you know? So yeah, I would say, I went really around the houses there in answering your question, but there's I never like to give like a definite yes or no answer, because I think OCD is such a broad spectrum. Like I said, it's really hard, but I would say that what I've just explained to you there pretty much sums it up. And I would say, if ever you feel like something's maybe getting to a point, or you've got loved ones who are maybe telling you, I feel like this is an issue, it's always worth seeing your GP just to discuss it and see how you move forward. Like, there will be people that are just naturally clean people, and it's like, I just enjoy cleaning. So I would say more now than ever, I'm on more that spectrum than cleaning because I've got OCD. I clean because it's like, firstly, things need to be cleaned, because I can't live in a life where I'm just like, not cleaning anymore. Down tools, we're done. So I clean because things need to be cleaned. I also find that when I have cleaned my house and I have organised, I feel like relaxed and calm and tranquil. Whereas before, with my OCD, I wasn't feeling relaxed and calm or tranquil, maybe for a short burst, and then I'd have to repeat the cycle again. So it's little things like that you sometimes need to look out for. I hope that's helped you, hun, but, you know, that's the best. I can only explain it from my point of view. I mean, everyone's different, but I hope that's helped. Roman, hey Roman. Conrad. Hi Hayley, hi all. Sorry I'm late. That's fine. You be as late as you want, hun. Jake, yes, I've had those. Wouldn't touch them again. They're crap. They're so crap, aren't they? Like the worst ever. I hate them so much. Okay. Christine, I use the Duck toilet brush with the blue pads. They're better. And I use the Harpic rim blocks. They're good. Roman, what is the name of your vacuum cleaner? Can I buy it in the USA? Which one, Roman? P.S. Roman, living for your name. What a beaut. Marcel, it's like I can't relax until every surface in my flat is wiped down and perfectly clean, though I'm not afraid of germs. Oh, I couldn't sit down as long as there are watermarks in my sink. Yeah, so I think, like I said, Marcel, I think if people around you or you feel like it's something that needs addressing, there is absolutely no shame or no harm in going and speaking to your GP and saying, look, I'm just slightly concerned about X, Y, and Z. Is this something that I need to figure out? Like, what do you think? And they're not going to, they will tell you if they think it's more than, but only you will know how it's making you feel. So, yeah, I mean, on a separate note though, I freaking hate a watermark. Like, they're so annoying, aren't they? Martin L19, do you have a suggestion to clean an old bathtub, kind of like the one you clean for Cornelia in Plasteg, and get great results? So, ironically, Cornelia's bathtub came up beautifully, and we literally just used dish soap and a soft cloth and just scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed it. And the thing that I found out through Cornelia with old bathtubs is you don't want to use anything else other than dish soap and a soft cloth on them, because it can be too abrasive and it can then end up damaging the bathtub. So unfortunately, I mean, it works as we saw from Cornelia's, but it's time consuming. So it will take you longer than obviously using something else, but you won't end up wrecking your bath. So I would use a dish soap, and try and get like a quite a heavy, not a heavy duty one, but do you know what I mean? Like get a if you can get something like, are you in the UK or US? If you're in the US, get Dawn. And if you're in the UK, get, there's a really good one that I get from Sainsbury's. I feel like I need to go and get it quickly. I'm going to go and get it so I can show you. I'm back. So it's this one. Can you see that? That original Ultimate. This is really, really good. I would use that if you can get a hold of some, and it smells delightful too. Christine, I did 4 loads of laundry today. Used the Blue Flavour Lenore. Blue Flavour and Bold 2-in-1, and I used 50-degree wash also. Those Yankee scent plugs are lovely. Black coconut is the best. Love black coconut. Oh, I really need to get some more plugins. I asked Robbie to get me some the other day, and he went to look and was like, messaged me back and was like, sold out. I feel like they haven't sold out though. And then he was just... So, Roman, I think, are you talking about if you're talking about the Vorwerk, that's what, the green and white one, that's what it's called. It's a Vorwerk, and yes, you can get them in the USA. Gretchen, my dryer died a few weeks ago and I've been line drying now that it's warm. Oh, see, I actually got to say, I do miss line drying. I tend to not do it anymore though because of like my hay fever. It really sets my hay fever off if I've hung stuff on the line and then it's on my clothes. I'm like, achoo, achoo, achoo. Achoo, achoo, achoo. Christine, I've loaded my dishwasher. It's 28 years old. I love it when people have got like old appliances that have like lasted the test of time. Bleached the sides, vacuumed the floor, mopped it and bleached the bathroom. Now having a hot chocolate. Oh, cute. Comrade, 10k, you're almost there now. Yep. Almost. Jola, I'm so happy. Fingers crossed 10k comes soon. I cannot wait to meet you in person. Me either. Jake, and I can bring the Kirby. You can. T Sims, yay for you coming to the States. I hope it's near Tennessee or Georgia. I want to travel everywhere in the States. Like, I literally want to go. I feel like the USA is somewhere that I feel like, you know, like you read those stories where it's like, oh, in your previous life. In my previous life, I feel like I was like a USA resident. That's how I feel. I just feel like I was like someone who stomped on the USA grounds, like marched around here, there and everywhere. I really do. Greek Gleam, can't wait to meet you, Hayley. Me too, Poppy. Roman, when are you going to come to the USA? I want to meet you, you're inspiring. Not sure yet, but I promise, I will at some point be venturing to the United States of America. Still didn't get a hold of Trump, guys, either. Tried to contact him, it was a no-go. I did, however, because I was advised to by my lovely Lauren, who's my sister, watch documentary about Trump last night. Hillary, ditto, I'm near Atlanta. I really want to go to Atlanta. My favourite. Do you guys watch The Real Housewives of? Is The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I love it so much. Like, Nene Leakes makes me die. Some of the stuff, her and Portia, I'm like, I cannot even cope. So I really want to come to Atlanta. Gretchen, seriously, Hayley, you know just how to get me motivated and have a load of laundry in the washer and getting the vacuum out to do the whole bedroom. Yay! I'm going to be doing mine when we get off here because like I said, Sienna's, guys, it's 8:10. Let me see if any of you reminded me. You didn't. You did not. Oh, St. Louis! Hayley's help. You should add cleaning floors to your website. Glad I made it today. What do you mean? Like a blog thing? Jake, you're famous saying, Hayley, I'm going to look like an absolute mushroom afterwards. I mean, I need to... Oh, St. Louis, did you see my little post that I did for you on the community board? Where I like type the thing in. Where are we? Oh my god, you guys have been speaking loads. Look, I've missed so much. Okay, I'm going to hop down to the bottom still because... Dean, when they was littler. Oh my god, your accent. That is a thing, isn't it? Like, that is how I talk. Like, that's a proper thing, isn't it? Like, I think it's where I'm like from London. I think you've got two types of Londoners. You've got the ones that are like Mary Poppins, and it's like, don't touch that, George. Dude, don't touch that, George. Can't do it very well. And like really pronounced and like well spoken. And then you've got the ones like me that are like, when they was littler, didn't they? They used to go down the market when they was littler. And it's not even a word, but I've made it a word because it's harmless and nobody minds. Oh look, he asked St. Louis. Robbie's responded, we will add cleaning the floor to the new website being built, www.cleaningthehouse.co.uk. Okay, I must go now though because it's now nearly past. It is Sassy Sienna's 11th birthday tomorrow. I need to do her birthday cake and I need to go and clean the house. I have loved speaking to you guys again tonight. Any questions I didn't answer, you can either head over to my Facebook page or the community page on YouTube and I'll reply on there. And Gretchen, I have a friend here who is from the UK and I could listen to him all day. See, I don't mind. I'm not like, I don't mind my accent, but I do know that some people were like, you really annoying the way you talk. But I just don't care. Bye, Dean, I love you. I am going to go now though because I need to get Sienna's cake done. I'll take a picture and I'll put it on the community page. And thank you guys for her happy birthday messages. I will let her know when she wakes up tomorrow. And I will be back again on Sunday. We are going to do a cleaning tutorial. And yeah, any questions I haven't answered. I hate missing questions, but this happens every time we come on here for a live chat. Add them either once the video converts, rewrite them in the comments and I'll reply on there, or you can send me your messages over on my Facebook page or on the community board. I am going to head off now. I love you guys lots. Have the best evening. Look after each other. Stay safe, stay kind and stay my favourite people. Well, night guys.